And we're back. This time was the last one of this first half of the marathon. You can do the intro sign in. But yeah, we're going into Gamera versus Viras. What are you expecting?
I think we've kind of ran out of the grace period for the, really exceptional stuff, and now it's just kind of gonna peter out a little bit more from what I've heard.
From what we've heard. We could be wrong.
We could be very wrong, and I would be happy to be proven wrong.
Yep, but given I've seen reviews of this, I can assure you, this is where the kids start to take over.
Oh boy.
Yep, the kids are going to be more the main focal point, not that much with the adults, and it's going to get, well, this is the point where, this one where you get, it's the one, I've shown you the Gamera March, remember that?
Yeah.
This is where it gets introduced, so you know what you're in for once you hear that song.
Oh boy.
So, we'll see you on the... Oh boy! Not as bad as it was worse than I thought.
Yeah, we were thinking okay, we've seen Iris. Maybe this. What the hell was that?
Good Lord! I knew it was bad. I didn't think it was that. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. Like I said, the first one was, and the first two were for adults, especially the second one. Mm-hmm. Third one was for families. This was all for kids.
Entirely for kids.
And I can see why this became a hit for kids, though, but... Good
Lord. It was just painful to watch. I was struggling to even stay focused watching the entire
We should have just gone for the Japanese cut, where there was almost very little stock footage. Good Lord, the stock footage! Thank God we didn't watch the TV edit. That would have been 20 minutes of all that stock footage.
Oh, boy.
Good Lord, this was... I could see good parts. There are good parts in this.
Yes, there are some bits that are good within it.
The kids are still not Toshi. They are still not Toshi, at least. But they're not Ichi either. These kids were engineering geniuses, but no idea of self-preservation, but they know self-sacrifice.
Yeah, high wit, high intelligence, low wisdom.
Exactly. I mean, they're kids, of course, but still. They had one of the actors, I can't remember his name now, but he was in the other two movies. This was the last one he was in, besides a cameo in Guardians of the Universe. He was one of the boat captains at the beginning. But I could see why he quit after this. Yeah,
because this was just...
It was. I mean, he was the scoutmaster in this one. And he was useless. And now that it goes basically... Okay, let's compare it to Gauss, all right? Ichi was a kid, but he was just part of the plot, and he helped move it along.
He had some smart ideas that ended up helping out every now and again in some good character moments.
But he wasn't the star.
Yeah, he was definitely an important part, but he wasn't the central focus.
And even then, he wasn't like he knows everything and adults are utterly useless. Because the adults almost got it. Here, let me put it this way. In the first movie, the UN went through actually some talking points. Granted, they all came into unison, a bit unrealistically, but at least they were still discussing points. Here, the UN, oh, we must surrender because these two Japanese kids, well, one Japanese, one Caucasian, are on the ship, and none of us, no one on any of the world, other nations, wanted to kill those kids. Do you believe that?
Not for a second. I'm pretty sure that there are definitely some cases where, like, they had to be put with a very bad cost-benefit decision, and they did the very unsavory but ultimately saves more lives kind of thing. Here it's just like...
And they said unanimous.
It's just
So
like,
what, you're saying Korea, Iran, and all Russia, all of the Egypt, everywhere agreed, oh, these two kids that aren't even our nationalities, way more important than the well-being of our nation. Now that though, okay, I can understand using flashbacks at one point to show off them looking through Gamera's memories to figure a weak point. Okay.
It was a little heavy-handed, but it was justifiable.
Then they reduced stock footage to repeat the damn destruction.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh no. And then it was just like, you can tell it's even more blatant when it's the black and white
from the first movie. Yeah, when they say destroy Tokyo, and they're like, it's black and white!
You couldn't have at least had some budget to apply some false color to it or something?
Yeah, and this wasn't the extent of this was the stuff that was in the actual movie because he's supposed to be attacking Tokyo. I mean, I get it. Their budget was low. I get it. But this...
Ugh.
We were just struggling to get through. Now, I'll say this. Here's somebody other good. Viras is a good monster.
Yeah, Viras is conceptually a very interesting monster. It's just would have just been great to see more of, like, 10 minutes of it.
Now, I get it. Also, the way this plot was going, you couldn't do the usual. Gamera deals with Viras multiple times before the final battle. You couldn't. Not the way they were playing it out. But these kids were dumb as they were intelligent, but they were dumb as a stack of bricks. Especially when they see basically what ends up being the boss, and they think like one of the kids actually says, "Hey, wait, like, would you, if you saw a lion in a cage, would you open and free it?" And I'm like, "Thank you, you're being smart." Then the creature starts showing some intelligence, like, "Oh, it's not so bad. Let's let him out." You idiots!
If a creature is intelligent and dangerous, that's even worse than if it's bestial and dangerous.
Exactly. And now, there was one point where the dub actually made a more chilling change.
Yeah.
When Viras takes off the heads of the other crew members. In the subtitles, it said, "Oh, these were just wearing human suits." Yeah, not in the dub.
In the dub, they apparently just straight up took over people.
They killed them and wore them as suits. I'm like, wow, that's a dramatic change. Because, yeah, we had the subtitles going at the same time, so that told us the difference. And it's like, okay, that's an improvement.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes the train. But, yeah, though, overall, and also, Gamera getting skewered by Viras. That was chilling.
That was chilling, and then it led to a series of things that just was begging to be memed.
Especially, if any of you have seen this movie, the bit of Gamera skewered by Viras, and Viras just spinning around and around before tossing him. But that whole moment, you're just like, look at that! It just begs to be gift.
Like, I'm regretting my life decisions right now. All of them. So,
for you guys, we'll be back tomorrow. But for us, I'm going to be heading home. She's going to be chilling out. After this movie, we had such 3 good movies.
Yeah, we had 3 movies that were just great, and then this one just kind of fell off a cliff.
And we know it's going to get worse. Pray for us.
Pray for us indeed. We're doing this for you guys.
Yep. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Catch you guys later.